Tonight we begin with a story of change, a story that echoes across the waves and into the hearts of those who call the sea their home, in the vast and often turbulent waters of the South China Sea, where every ship's movement is watched and every decision carries weight. Japan's legendary patrol vessel, the Shikishima, has been officially retired, ending a remarkable chapter in maritime history. For decades it was more than just a ship. It was a symbol of stability, a silent guardian in contested waters and a beacon of hope for those seeking order amid uncertainty. Its presence reassured nations like the Philippines, offering a sense of security in a region where tensions often run high. Now that guardian is gone, leaving a void and a sense of vulnerability in its wake, a silence that speaks volumes. The news of Shikishima's decommissioning sent shockwaves through maritime communities, sparking concern and debate among sailors, officials, and families alike. Filipino Coast Guard commanders and fishermen alike felt a sense of unease, wondering what the future holds without their steadfast ally nearby. The balance of power has shifted, and the familiar patterns of patrol and protection are now uncertain. The Shikishima was a deterrent. Its sheer size and advanced capabilities made others think twice before acting aggressively, maintaining a delicate peace. Its retirement is not just a logistical decision, it's a geopolitical event that will ripple through the region for years to come. The big question now looms: who will fill the void left by this iconic ship, and how will the region adapt to this new reality? For the Philippine Coast Guard, the news was personal, touching the lives of those who have long relied on Shikishima's presence. Many had seen the Shikishima during their patrols, viewing it as a friendly giant, a symbol of partnership and a source of unwavering support. Its presence reminded them they were not alone, that someone was always watching over the horizon. The buffer it provided is now gone, leaving smaller vessels to face the vastness of the sea on their own. This story is not just about a ship, but about what it represented, a rules-based order on the high seas and the fragile peace that order brings. Its retirement marks the end of an era, closing a chapter that shaped the region's maritime landscape. Tensions are rising, confrontations are more frequent, and the fragility of peace is exposed for all to see. The Philippines must now find the strength to stand firm on its own, forging a new path forward in uncertain waters, and proving that resilience can rise even when a guardian departs. To grasp the impact of its absence, we must understand the legend of the Shikishima. Commissioned in the early 1990s, it was once the world's largest and most advanced patrol vessel. Built to escort plutonium shipments, it boasted endurance, advanced surveillance, and heavy armament. Over 3 decades, its role evolved from escort to regional stabilizer. The Shikishima became a tool of diplomacy, participating in joint exercises and fostering cooperation. Its presence de-escalated conflicts and upheld international maritime law. For the Philippines, it was both benchmark and ally, training crews and upholding principles that protected their waters. Its departure feels like the loss of a key supporter, leaving the Philippine Coast Guard more exposed. The legend has sailed, but its memory endures. The South China Sea is a different place today. Since the Shikishima's retirement, tensions have escalated. Philippine Coast Guard vessels now report more frequent and dangerous harassment. What were once tense standoffs have become high-speed chases and near collisions. The absence of a neutral guardian has emboldened aggressive actors. Filipino sailors feel the change. International eyes are no longer always watching. Chinese vessels are more aggressive, knowing the Shikishima is gone. The strategic calculus for the Philippines has shifted. Incidents are not just more numerous, but more severe. Water cannons, blocked fishing grounds, and swarms of militia vessels. These are coordinated moves to assert dominance. The Shikishima's retirement is seen as a green light to intensify pressure. Instability now threatens vital shipping lanes and global trade. The region is navigating a more perilous course. For the Philippine Coast Guard, every day is a test of courage and resolve, a constant battle against uncertainty and danger. Their mission is clear but daunting: patrol and protect their country's exclusive economic zone, a vast expanse of sea where they are often outmatched and outnumbered by foreign vessels. Facing Chinese ships many times their size, these encounters are not only dangerous but also relentless, testing the nerves and skills of every crew member on board. A typical resupply mission to Ayungin Shoal means days of harassment, shadowed, boxed in, and threatened by radio warnings, with every move watched and challenged. The Filipino crews remain calm under pressure, documenting every act of aggression for the world to see, determined to show the truth of what happens at sea. Their primary weapon is not a cannon, but a camera, and strict adherence to international law, using evidence and legality as their shield. Water cannons are now a common, violent tactic used against them, but the crews press on, braving the force and chaos to fulfill their duty. They patch up damaged vessels at sea, working together to repair and reinforce their ships, and continue their mission without hesitation. Their resilience is extraordinary. They are symbols of their country's refusal to be bullied, standing as a united front against intimidation. The stress is immense, the weight of responsibility heavy, but they carry the nation's hopes and dreams with every voyage. When they return to port, they are hailed as heroes by their families and communities, but the memories of confrontation and danger linger long after. Their service is a profound act of patriotism, a daily sacrifice for the sovereignty and dignity of the Philippines. They stand their ground in the face of overwhelming odds, refusing to back down even when the risks are great. Their bravery and unity are the heart of the Philippine defense, inspiring a nation to stand tall. This is the front line of sovereignty, where courage, resilience, and hope sail together on every mission. China's strategy relies on massive Coast Guard ships, some larger than destroyers. The largest, the Monster, dwarfs anything the Philippines can deploy. These ships are built for intimidation, casting a long shadow over the region. By using Coast Guard vessels, China pursues its claims aggressively while avoiding direct military confrontation. These giants enforce Beijing's 9-dash line, pushing out Filipino fishermen and obstructing government activities. The mismatch is stark. A Philippine patrol boat is no match for a ship 5 times its size. Physical dominance is a form of coercion, designed to wear down Filipino resolve. The Shikishima was one of the few ships that could stand up to China's giants. Now, with it gone, the asymmetry is even greater. China's maritime giants roam with impunity. The smaller ships stand alone, defending their nation's rights. Despite immense pressure, the Filipino spirit endures. Fishermen, the heart of coastal communities, face constant harassment but refuse to be driven away. They adapt, fishing in convoys, warning each other of patrols and playing a dangerous game of cat and mouse. Their persistence is quiet defiance. The Philippine Coast Guard mirrors this resilience, mastering de-escalation and documentation. They focus on winning the legal and public relations battle, recording every act of aggression. Their professionalism under fire is remarkable. Coast Guard and fishermen now work more closely than ever, sharing information and support. There is a shared sense of purpose. This is their sea. Unity and identity are their greatest assets. The bond between fishermen and Coast Guard cannot be broken by intimidation. Together, they stand firm. This is the nation's greatest strength. The pressure in the South China Sea comes at a steep cost. Fishing is a lifeline for millions. Blocked access means lost income and rising food prices. Instability threatens oil and gas exploration, stifling economic growth and energy security. The cost is measured in billions lost and opportunities missed. For families, every trip to sea brings anxiety and fear. Coast Guard crews face burnout and trauma from constant confrontations. National resources are diverted to defense instead of development. The cycle of hardship affects everyone, from fishermen to government officials. This is the daily price of defending sovereignty. The human and economic toll is intertwined and profound. The Philippines is forging a new shield to defend its maritime rights, determined to protect its sovereignty in the face of growing challenges. Modernization is underway. New, larger patrol vessels like the BRP Teresa Magbanua bolster presence at sea, while advanced technology and upgraded equipment enhance operational capabilities. Alliances are strengthened, especially with the United States, Japan, Australia, and Europe, as joint commitments deepen and shared interests align. Joint patrols, military exercises, and intelligence sharing send a clear message: the Philippines is not alone, and regional security is a collective priority. Transparency is a key tactic. Publicizing China's aggressive actions rallies international support, drawing global attention to the ongoing disputes. High-quality photos and videos expose the reality, putting Beijing on the defensive and making it harder to deny or obscure the facts. This multi-pronged response, modernization, alliances, and transparency, forms a resilient strategy, combining hard power, soft power, and public diplomacy. The Philippines leverages its strengths, international law, steadfast allies, and the power of truth. to assert its rights and build global partnerships. It cannot match China ship for ship, but it can build a dynamic defense, using agility, innovation, and strategic alliances to level the playing field. The shield is forged from steel, diplomacy, and public resolve, reflecting the nation's unity and determination to stand firm. The nation is adapting to a modern era of conflict, embracing new strategies and technologies. The world is watching, and the Philippines is ready to meet the challenge. The Shikishima's retirement was a wake-up call. The Philippines must be the primary defender of its sovereignty. The ship's departure has ignited national unity and purpose. The struggle in the South China Sea is now a daily reality for all Filipinos. Public support for the Coast Guard and military is unprecedented. This unity has become political will. Modernization is now a national priority. The spirit of Bayanihan, communal unity, is rekindled. Civil society, students, and ordinary citizens rally behind the cause. Aggression from abroad has united the nation. The legacy of the Shikishima is complex. Its absence has forced the Philippines to find its own strength. The nation stands tall, a guardian in its own right, ready to defend its future,